Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco show.
Next story. ABLAKWA bears fangs are distractors. Snakes that have fangs. In fact, and if you look at ABLAKWA's teeth, you will know that he's not a joker. He's ready to bite. Why? This man is doing his parliamentary oversight duties. He has been able to expose a dirty preacher, dirty criminal preacher, allegedly. Now the courts will just have to put a thumbprint on it and say, yo, this is what it is. And some supporters of this man are also swearing that they will go underground and bring him down. I don't have a problem if you go underground and bring out, despite the bad intentions, because he has beaten me, me too have to find something about him and bite him. It's bad mind. You will never succeed. I don't have a problem if it's genuine. But I don't want to judge anybody. ABLAKWA was able to come out and show that this man of God, I don't doubt his calling, honestly. I don't doubt his calling. That is a man of God. Man of God can also be corrupted. Man of God can also do bad things. Because we believe that men of God are normally angels. That is why we are let down every time when we hear bad things about them. But nobody is bigger than the truth. This is a dirty man of God. If all these things ABLAKWA is saying is true, it's a dirty man of God. But he can redeem himself. That's the word. Redemption. Redeem himself. We all fall sometimes. Some of us are caught doing terrible things. It's just a matter of saying, oh yes, I'm human, I fail. I'm ready to rise. Your church members will even applaud you. You are not an angel, you are not God. So you will make mistakes. This man went to court. Instead of trying to defend himself, he said they should put ABLAKWA in jail. So that what? He will become Paul. He put him in jail so he become Paul. Or they should stone him like they stoned Stephen. Jesus have mercy. I thought that this man of God in courts would rather say, oh, bring him to court alive. Let me demonstrate to the whole world that I am clean. But no, dirty man of God. Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng, dirty-minded man of God. He has 2 different mothers, 2 different dates of birth, 2 different identities, 2 different names. He is the secretary of the trustees board of the dirty cathedral that the president is building with demonic money. And this man here was put in there using his documents as Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng. Yet, when he has a diplomatic passport, because of the dirty cathedral that everybody has resigned from, including my own papa, Archbishop Duncan Williams, Eastwood Anaba, they have all decided to resign because it's stinking. They resigned because of this man. All of them left, and he alone is standing there with Reverend Joyce Ayi. Is that her name? She's also standing there. In there, yes, it was a loan we took from him, and he came to pay back the loan. And the church is called Salt and Pepper, or is it Salt and Granules? Jesus! What is happening? Now, they say when you are fighting corruption, be ready. Corruption will fight you back. Watch the headline. This is what ABLAKWA said. He tweeted this over the weekend. And what did he say? Crime and corruption continue to fight back. Crime and corruption continue to fight back. The phony group now demands that my diplomatic passport be revoked by the foreign minister, even though all of Ghana's 275 members of parliament are issued with diplomatic passports. I am ready to hand it over to them immediately. And there was a letter that also came. I'll show you that. Movement of Justice. Movement for Justice, Ghana. And when you read it, there's nothing just about it. I have lost respect for this group. This is what I would have stood for. But the intention behind it, it makes me feel that this is vindictive. I don't know how many people understand that word, but I don't like speaking kindergarten vocabulary. I don't like such terms. If I could get a better term, I'll use it. This is nothing but vindictiveness. Oh, what comment me so me count? Kami ma min ka obi. That's vindictiveness. Why am me? Me so me obi. Ka I mean I ni ma na ma. Look at that letter. Come here. I am ready to hand over my diplomatic passport, Okujato Ablakwa. Outspoken legislator Samuel Okujato Ablakwa has publicly declared his readiness to hand over his diplomatic passport to relevant authorities to allow for comprehensive investigations into tax fraud allegations leveled against him. Press release dated February 14, 2023 and signed by Kwekutechi Adumakun, a pressure group called Movement for Justice Ghana, called on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration to confiscate the diplomatic passport of Okujato Ablakwa. According to the group, the legislator for North Town constituency does not qualify for a diplomatic passport. Dash it away. He doesn't qualify. Well, if he doesn't qualify, then all the 275 MPs do not qualify. That's as simple as that, and that's no problem. Let's go into it. If it is true, take all the past, including the former MPs who are still holding diplomatic passports. It's interesting. Now, the interesting thing is this. Ablakwa granted an interview, and in that interview, he said that, listen, a senior politician once advised that as a politician, stay away from diplomatic passports. Anytime there's an upheaval, political upheaval, I don't want to mention that other name. We don't want to hear it in Ghana. Political upheaval, what they look for, diplomatic passports. So you cannot run out of the country just like that. It is better to have all your visas in your other passport. Just hold a diplomatic passport somewhere. Ablakwa said he loves to go and queue and get his visas. He doesn't even use a diplomatic passport. Somebody like me, I will never use a diplomatic passport. For what? I love to queue with other people. If anything at all, I would even want to travel with a travel certificate rather than a diplomatic passport. Some of us, we see ourselves standing with the people. When the people are suffering, we want to be with them. That's how it is. Be with the grassroots. Don't sit in a palanquin whilst those who supposedly serve you and are making you the king are in danger. We will look at that story later. In fact, we'll look at that story later. In the interim, Ablakwa has won the cake. The matter is going to court. And GRA just wrote back saying that, yes, true. The man has two identities. Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng, Mr. Kwabena, whoever. We shall find out what it is as the courts roll out. In the interim, this is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushuno. And Ablakwa says all the distractors, forget. He said you cannot intimidate him. He will continue. His life is being threatened, but he says he's going to push on. Champ, move on. You have our support. Same energy. When you come into power, please increase that energy. Let's see things happen. Don't bury things because it's your party. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushunamo.
Go on, skip a judge.
Blakk Pot. Kokusho.